Hello everyone, it's Vivian here again, and today as you all enjoyed, I hope, the other tutorial I did on Art Deco, we're going to dive in again and do an Art Deco poster design. So if you've ever been captivated by those glamorous posters from the 1920s and 30s, you're in the right place. And this is beginner friendly. And the best part, we're doing this in Canva. So remember, you can also have a free account on Canva. Okay, so let's have a look. This is the final piece. There are various parts to this, but first of all, what exactly is Art Deco? It's a design style that emerged in the 1920s, mainly characterized by luxury, glamour, and bold geometry. So if you think Great Gatsby vibes, the Chrysler Building, and those stunning travel posters, it's all about symmetry, strong lines, and elegant sophistication. So if you think you're interested in that, follow along. I'll also break down some of the main elements in Art Deco design. Lots and lots of shapes everywhere. Triangles, circles, zigzags, sunburst patterns. Symmetry is very important. Art Deco loves balance and mirror images. Your design should feel organized and intentional. And then the color palette is rich and luxurious. Gold, black, cream, deep blues, and emerald greens often dominate this style, and metallics, of course. Typography is bold and geometric. Your fonts should have strong lines with elongated vertical elements. You can think tall, elegant, and structured. Okay, so first of all, what are we going to do? Let me go to, I'm on Canva, I've opened Canva, and I'm going to the home page. Okay, here are some of my recent designs and from some of my friends. Okay, so I'm going to open a new page, and it says here, step into a world of learning, search millions of templates. Here we are. I'm going to come down here to a poster design, which is a portrait A2. The size is 42 by 59.4 centimeters. Okay, let me just go back to my original poster. Okay, so what are we going to do first? First, I am going to come over to Magic Media. Can you see over here? If you are not using AI but have your own photographs or images, that is much better in my opinion. But for this one, I used a Magic Media, and I typed in Art Deco elegant woman. Okay, and I got to this. So what I'm going to do is, this is the lady I use, so I'm going to copy that And I'm going to come over here, right click and paste. There she is. Okay, the color palette I quite like, so I'm going to stick with that color palette. The next thing I'm going to do, let's have a look here. I'm going to look for a nice watercolor type background. Can you see the background there? The beige and the blues, etc. So let's go back to our design. I'm going to go over to the left to Elements, and I'm going to look for watercolor background. Let's see if it gives me the one I used last time. Sometimes it gives the ones you've used recently. Okay, I'm also going to come up here. This is very important. And I'm going to click on that and come down to static and free. Okay, so I will be using free elements in this particular piece. This is the one I use. Let's just come across here. Can you see on the left here? Okay, the 3 dots. This is a stained paper texture made by Canva AI Studio, so we can use this for free. So I've just clicked on that and I'm going to bring it up. Can you see the red lines? I'm going to fit it in there. Let me go up to position. Can you see here? Position to the back. Okay. Now I'm not sure if I've centered the watercolor design. Let's have a look. Not quite. So I am just pulling down. There we are. So I've got that centered. Let me check that I'm left clicking on the Art Deco figure. And if you just hold down the left key, you can see if it's centered or not. Okay, let's go back to the watercolor. I am going to change the color slightly. I think I'll keep the greens. Can you see the colors up here? And I am going to go with one of my photo colors which appear on the left. That's a bit better. And then I am coming up here, transparency, and I am bringing the transparency down. Okay, so let's go back to the original. Looks a bit better on the original. I don't know why that is. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to look for some of these flourishes that are sort of an Art Deco style. So let me go back to the tutorial. I'm coming back onto the left up at the top. And I am going to write Art Deco pattern suggested. Okay, so that's given us a complete pattern. We can have a look at stripes. And then you can just go along here, a line pattern. Okay. I am going to type in Art Deco flourish. Okay, graphics, see all, and as you can see we've got quite a few decorative lines, frames, etc. let's have a look. Decorative line. It's quite interesting doing this. Graphics, photos. Let's look at photos. No, too fancy. I'm going back up. Art Deco. And this is the type of thing I want. So I'll go up to the 3 dots. Minimal gold foil Christmas corner frame. And this is free by Sketchify. Okay, so let's take that. I'm going to bring it down just a touch. I'm going to bring it into the corner. I'm not that keen on the colour. It's a bit too gold, although for Art Deco, some metallic colour could be quite nice. So I am on this one, I'm right-clicking, copy, right-clicking, paste, and I'm going to come along here. But it's the wrong way round, so I'll go up to flip horizontal, and that is perfect. Okay, I'm going to come back here, copy, paste. I'm going to bring it up here. And I am going up to flip vertical. Okay, I'm going to copy again, copy, paste. I am just holding down the left key on the mouse and dragging it along. I've released that. Up to flip horizontal, and there we have it. We have a rather nice frame. Okay, as I say, it's a bit different to the one I did before, but that's no problem. Okay, now, can you see the headdress that I gave the Art Deco figure? Let's try and find that flourish. We could, of course, change it. This one's quite nice. That could be a hair piece. Let's have a look. Going to bring it up here. I'm holding down my left key. I'm going to release it. Can you see these little arrows here? I'm going to turn it so that it fits with the figure. And I'm going to change the colours, of course. So I'm going up to the colour, and I am going to make this a green colour, and I'll make this, let's look at the photo, a pink colour that fits in with the style of the lady. Okay, I'm coming back onto it again. Whoops. If I'm not sure where I'm clicking, I just come outside the frame and then I go back in, okay? I think I'm going to right click and copy, right click anywhere and paste. As you can see, I've now got a double headpiece. So let's bring it along. I'm making this quite elaborate. I don't know whether it's going to suit or not. Okay, I'm going to click outside the box. If you come down here, I'm at 25% at the moment. Remember, it's a large poster. Not sure if I like that or not. And it's not really lined up. With the headpiece. Let's bring it along here a bit. What do you think? Ah, that could be quite good. I'm just trying to line it up with the other. That could be quite good. It looks a bit messy because we've got these ribbons coming down from her head in her hairstyle. So let's zoom in a bit. It's still not quite right, is it? That one's okay, but I want the other one. Although, whoops. Okay, if you make a mistake, like I've just moved something else, just go up to this arrow here, undo. Okay, let me come back down again. It's this one I need. And then I'm going to bring this one down a touch. And I'm going to the two arrows here. Making for a rather elaborate style. Click outside. Okay, now I've covered her eye, so no, that's not brilliant. That's not what I need. Let me come over here. Yeah, I think I'm making it a bit too difficult. Let's try. Ah, that's giving it a little bit more balance. Anyway, you get the gist. You can play around with this and create your own headdress, okay? What else did I do on the original one? I then added more flourishes here. I will right click on this, copy, and I'm going to take it onto my new poster. Paste. There it is. It's a bit bigger than the other one. So I'm just holding down the left key and I'm dragging it into position. It's still a little bit too big. I don't want it overlapping the line. Okay, that should do. There we are. So I will right click copy, right click paste, and bring this over here. And I will flip it. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working. Just a second. So I will turn it. It's a bit tricky. You've got to, it depends on your mouse. Okay, 90 degrees. Let's see if it is centered with the other one. That's it. Can you see the red lines? I think that's just about it. Okay, and now we need some text. Back to the original. Okay, Art Deco. This is a Art Deco thin font. So let's go over to text. and in the search box, Art Deco thin font. There's the thin, there's the drops. We could also use the drops. Okay, it's obviously too small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going up here. This is the fonts and this is the size. So I'm going to click on the 12 and I'm going to come up to 42, which is too small. 80. That looks fine. I'm clicking outside. Let me just see. It is centered. Now, I've just clicked on it and outlined it, and I'm going up to the color, and I'm going to keep it the green color. I'm not sure what I did on the other one. Oh no, I used the brown, which is rather nice. So let's use color. Let's use a dark brown, and I'm going up to effects, and I'm going to echo. No, I'm not. I'm going to have a look at outline. There we are. Hollow looks a bit better. I still don't like the size, so I'm going up here. Otherwise, the figure is too small. Okay, so I've clicked outside. Let's come down and have a look. It's looking quite nice. The only thing is the colour of the font tends to stand out. So I am going to come over here and I am going to look for something a little bit better. I actually quite like this green. Let's see how it looks. I quite like that. And let's write Art. I always leave a couple of spaces. Deco. Okay, the size is still a bit small, so I'm coming up. And I've come to the maximum size that I've added. And there we have the Art Deco poster. And as I said, I'm not really happy with this headdress, so I might right click on it, copy, right click, paste again. And just I want to cover the ribbons. Can you see the ribbons? Now, to get rid of this, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm just going to backspace, and I might make it a bit bigger. And this one a bit bigger. Can you see that you get the size as you hold your left key down, you get the size. So let's see if I'm getting the same size here. Okay, this is 19.1 and this is 19.1. So I've got the same size there. And all I need to do is align them with the the hairdo. Okay, so as I say, you can play around with the headdress and have some fun with that. And okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Try and keep your shapes clean, and use silhouettes, shapes, geometric shapes, and don't worry if your first attempt isn't perfect. It takes practice. As you can see, I'm having problems. I'm still not satisfied with it. I'm going to bring that down a bit. Okay. But practice makes perfect. Keep experimenting with different geometric patterns and different colour palettes. And there you have it. You've just created your own Art Deco poster. So I hope you feel inspired to keep exploring this stunning style. Thank you so much for following along, and I can't wait to see what you create. So comment in below in the video, and if you like what you're seeing, it would be lovely if you would subscribe. Take care everybody. Bye bye for now.